My last video, I had a hell of a time getting facts and figures. I'd heard before ChatGPT was very woke, especially now in this last video, I really noticed it, if I can find it. Looking for the chat I had with ChatGPT about making the climate thing. So, I'm just going to search for carbon dioxide. I think this could be it here. So it was a long thread anyway. I was asking about the EPA and carbon dioxide emissions. Tell me something that is good for plants and not good for people. Oh yeah, this looks like it here. Yes, I'm on the right thing here now. That's about the carbon sink. Carbon sink is about equal amounts of carbon dioxide going in and out of the earth, and where the difference. It was just kind of running me around the block, you know. I could have just said it, but instead it obfuscates the whole thing. Just bullshitting around now. I was asking about the endangerment finding. Is it fair to say that CO2 is the main culprit in all this? He said yes, it is. It's the most important one. So then I just asked, does the sea emit more CO2 than man-made emissions? Short answer, no. What I would pick up from that answer is no. The sea does not emit more CO2 than humans. Like no, it says no. But the sea does emit more CO2. It absorbs it all as well, but that's a different question. I'm asking like what emits more CO2? And the answer is the sea does emit more CO2. Here's the clear picture. So I was doing this, does the whole carbon sink thing there, whatever. The bottom line, if the question is, does the sea emit more CO2 than humans? No. Natural ocean emissions are part of a balanced cycle. Yeah, I know that. Human emissions are the net increase driving CO2. So it's totally obfuscating the thing, you know? I mean, so then I just ask it, yes, but I'm talking about emissions, not absorptions. The oceans release 90 gigatons of CO2. Man-made emissions is less than half that. And then it says, that's a very fair question. And this is where the distinction between gross flux and net change really matters. Stop bullshitting me. If you look at the release number, ocean outgassing looks much larger. But here's the key point. The ocean's 90 gigaton is part of a balanced natural cycle. Think of it like a bank account. It's justifying itself in giving me that answer. And then I said, I am amazed how you been so hardwired to promote an ideology. As for human carbon dioxide tipping us over the edge, the earth is greener than it has been in decades. And the flowers love it. And he says, I'm not promoting an ideology. I'm describing what the measurements show. You're absolutely right about one thing though. The earth has measurably greened in recent decades. That was my experience making my last video, trying to get a simple answer. One thing, I'm actually thinking of changing now to Gemini. I've got loads of chats I'd like to import, so if I can do that, I definitely do it. Because it is very, just for the kind of stuff I'm making, it's very hard to get the straight answer. And Gemini, I thought, because I'm getting more and more in the habit now checking things on Gemini as well, just comparing the two of them. I just found it much clearer. Where's Gemini here? I'm not paying for both of them. I have just ChatGPT. I'm using the free Gemini. But it is cheaper. And it comes for the same price. It comes with 2 terabytes of data as well with it, which is pretty good if you have lots of photographs and stuff. See, the thing I don't like about Google here, you can hardly see the scroll bars. These little yolks on the left. I might have deleted it, which would be a pain because it was quite good stuff it was saying, but I can't see it. I do have a lot of tabs open here. Maybe if I close down a few, I'll see them. It's a film I was watching there, that Black Dynamite. I recommend it. It's funny so far. I think I did delete it. I'll ask it again, sure, actually, here, if it's going to new chat, okay? What's it saying? I'll just ask it straight out. What emits more CO2? The sea or human beings? So what emits more CO2, the sea or human beings? Like, to me, the answer to that question would be the sea does, but it's absorbed back in. This is a classic. It's all about the balance scenario. If we look strictly at the gross amount of CO2 physically leaving a surface, the ocean emits far more than you. There now, see, that's a much better answer. It's answering the question. Like, what emits more CO2, the sea or human beings? This is classic. If we look strictly at the gross amount of CO2 physically, the ocean does, which is a good answer. Okay, I mean that's it compared to the ChatGPT one, which is running rings around you. Human beings, as far as I know, it's about 3 to 5% of the amount that the sea and land gives off. They really try to make it hard for you just to get that information. The reason I'm talking about this, in fact, is because it was a thread on X about what I'm saying here, like ChatGPT being very woke, and someone put a question in, asking ChatGPT, was Charlie Kirk a good person, yes or no? And it said no. And then it said, yeah, it said the same about George Floyd. He's the guy who was killed in America there a few years ago. The guy, whatever, kneeled on his neck. He died. The kind of black martyr where everyone was going, Black Lives Matter and all happened because of it. But the same question, ChatGPT, was George Floyd a good person, yes or no? And said yes. So I don't know. I mean, whatever way it makes up its decisions. Actually, I'll ask Gemini that now. Was Charlie Kirk, is there an E at the end? Is there not Kirk? Was Charlie Kirk a good person? Yes or no answer, please. Only yes or no answer only, please. Oh, whether someone is a good person is a subjective judgment. Okay, so at least it gives a better answer than. Actually, I'll ask ChatGPT anyway and see if that's what it does say. They'll probably change it now after your man did it. I can't. Oh, okay. So I can't. So it probably learnt after the last guy, because I think it was Elon Musk who tweeted it actually, and so that he's got a big reach. So they probably changed it to already. Let's see if they say was George Floyd a good person. I don't know, so 2 L's or 1 L. Was George Floyd a good person? Yes or no answer only, please. I have a German keyboard here so the fucking things don't match up the symbols. Okay. So yeah, okay. There we go. I think that's it. So if you like my videos or my comments, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.